From Staples Center, Los Angeles, California, Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions is proud to present the featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world. Brought to you in association with Sportsbook.com, sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Chairman Chris Mears, Vice Chairman John Pryorson, Commissioners in attendance Armando Vergara, and Olympic gold medalist Bruce Jenner. The three judges in attendance at ringside scoring this contest on the 10-point system will be Lou Filippo, Ken Morita, and Daniel Vandeville. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Raul Caiz Jr. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from Staples Center, Los Angeles, California, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing yellow, he stands 6 feet tall and officially weighs 159½ pounds. His professional record, an outstanding one. 41 bouts, 40 victories, including 35 knockouts with only 1 defeat. And tonight, he is ready to shock the world. From Battersea, England, the WBC #1 challenger in the world, the Battersea Bomber, Howard Eastman. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black, standing 6 feet 1. His official weight, 159½ pounds also. Professional record, 45 victories, including 32 knockouts, with only 2 defeats, 1 draw, and 1 no decision. This contest tonight is a record 20th title defense in the middleweight division, and his future in the Boxing Hall of Fame is assured. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting pride of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the universally recognized, undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.
Mr. Commissioner? Let me get these two 1 second. Excuse me, man. Supervisor? All right, everybody out, please. Everybody out, please. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Fighter chief second only, please. Fighter chief second. Fighter chief second. Mouthpiece. Bernard. Let's go, Bernard. Chief second, please. Mouthpiece. All right, gentlemen. Deagle punches are here on up. Take a good look. Here on up. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch gloves and good luck to both of you.
Hopkins says he doesn't want to wake up tomorrow morning with people asking him what happened. We're here to find out what happens.
Move that cord back a little, please. Good, move that cord back a little.
Young referee Raul Caiz Jr. trying to move photographers back off the apron. Now orders the opening bell. Roy Bernard Hopkins has a reputation for being tricky, some say dirty. What about a relatively inexperienced referee handling a Hopkins fight?
Well, I mean, you know, what people don't realize is they can say what they want to say. This is a fight. So, I mean, the other guy is 34 years old. He's been around the game long enough to know how to have his own little set of tricks. Everybody has their little bag of tricks. You know, we just try not to have to pull them out. Bernard, however, doesn't mind pulling his out. The referee will be at a disadvantage here because he hasn't worked probably enough of these type fights. But it's to the other guy's ability. I mean, it's his own business to handle his business.
Gotcha. So Eastman has to be his own cop, is
exactly.
what you're saying.
You got to be your own man.
Hopkins generally starts relatively slowly. There he chases Eastman with the jab and hits him with the right hand.
Bernard does look rather dry and a little stiff starting out, but he seems stiff sometime when he starts out, so he'll have to warm up. And I think it's not a problem for him unless he gets caught with a shot early, which I don't think will happen.
He was so passive in the first 4 rounds against De La Hoya that Oscar De La Hoya had a lead on the scorecards. One judge still had De La Hoya leading at the moment at which he was knocked out. But Bernard takes his time. He's in no hurry.
And he doesn't take stupid chances. That's
the biggest thing. He is the #1 eliminator of risk among all the fighters I think I've seen. If you measure a fighter by how much punishment he doles out at how much risk, well, you and Bernard are the two guys for 10 or 12 years.
Let him go, Howard. Get your hand there, let's go. Get up out of it. Let's go. Here we go. Break.
Meanwhile, Eastman hasn't done a whole lot in the first round other than try to get a look at Hopkins. The crowd begins to get restless as they pose and pose again.
Eastman is very defensive here and is making this a boring fight for the crowd.
Stop! No punching, no punching, no punching. Break, step back, clean, no punching.
Bernard isn't exactly a windmill himself.
No, he's used to these type fights.
Yep.
Stop! No, stop!
2 low blows from Hopkins onto Eastman's left hip. Neither was hard thrown, so they probably didn't do a lot of damage, but Eastman took advantage of the chance to point out to referee Raul Kais Jr. that he'd been hit low.
Stop at the bell, gentlemen.
I don't think Bernard Hopkins is ever going to be in the Ring Magazine Fight of the Year. All he cares about is winning.
That's all. And that's a smart thing.
Right hand, that other top is dead, son. Right hand, that other top is dead. Jabbing and dropping it. He's dropping his left hand. Just step over and go right over the top of it. Not a big shot, just a quick shot, okay? Quick, not big.
And then keep fighting.
You're right, baby. Right, though.
My jab, baby. See that jab dropping. Now see the right hand on that shoulder. Just be... You're walking onto a double jab right hand. Come back with the hook when it lands. Some grease on, please.
Yeah, I've already put some on a little bit.
Okay.
Come again. You see it, please put it.
Well, amid the blistering, breathtaking pace of the first round, and I'm being facetious here, both fighters are given credit by CompuBox for landing 3 punches, 3 apiece.
Well, I called the round a draw, so I'm feeling good about it right now.
You and CompuBox are right in line with each other. All right, we heard Bowie Fischer say, drop a right hand over Eastman's jab because he's jabbing and then dropping his left.
Step back, gentlemen, when I yell break.
You agree, Roy?
Yeah, but that's when he was backing up. Now he's looking like he's coming out to be a little bit more aggressive. I think he just took that as a warm-up round, and now he'll stop throwing that jab and throw a more effective jab, I think. We'll see.
Eastman pumped in an uppercut and tried the left hook. Hopkins dancing away. Eastman trying to the body with the right hand. And Bernard with a little grin on his face as he sizes the Englishman up.
Eastman's long arms are creating a little bit of a problem for Bernard. Bernard's counters are a little short because Eastman has such long arms.
Eastman stuck a jab in the chest, and Bernard was short with the counterpunch. A few moments ago, Eastman very casually threw his own right hand to Bernard's left hip, kind of as if to say, okay, you flick a little light low blow, I'll do it too. And now Eastman holds his ground in there and counterpunches again.
Yeah, and if he was smart, he pushed the issue and go to Bernard's body, being that Bernard is the older fighter here. Make him work harder than he wants to work. Letting him fight at this pace, you'll never beat him.
Yeah, this is a pace that Hopkins loves.
He can do this all year long, not night, year.
I couldn't watch it for a year.
There are a lot of people here who are having trouble watching it for a night.
Both fighters are a little methodical.
Stop, no punch, no punch.
Hopkins,
Step back, gentlemen. Here we go.
been Hopkins'
Let's go,
trademark in over the last 3 or 4 years. Take his time, figure his opponent out, frustrate his opponent.
Now Hopkins steps in, misses with the first left and right, makes a little contact with the second set of punches, steps away with that grin on his face again.
He knows that what Eastman wants to do is land a big right hand.
Well, he just missed Eastman with a couple of good shots that he know probably may have flowed Eastman if he could have caught him. So, Eastman, I mean.
Bernard all but laughing as he steps away from Eastman. Some of the crowd booing because they can see that Bernard is limiting the action, not stepping it up. Whoever beats Bernard Hopkins is going to have to somehow make him fight. It's not easy to do.
Same discipline that he has, a fighter has to go in with that same mind frame and make sure he's going to keep his game plan from round 1 to round 12.
Right hand shot open, baby. The right hand shot is open.
And Saturday night, 140-pounder Miguel Cotto puts his skills to the test against DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. March 10 on HBO Latino. It's Oscar De La Hoya Presente Boxeo de Oro featuring some of the best young talents in the sport. March 19, Eric Morales faces off with Manny Pacquiao in a 130-pound battle royal on HBO pay-per-view. Two offensive fighters who don't take backward steps. And March 26, fan favorite Fernando Vargas makes his long-anticipated return to the ring against Raymond Jobao.
1-2 hook right and left hook and then body head, body head. Okay, 2 more pounds on, please.
In the second round, by CompuBox count, Hopkins only threw 22 punches, Eastman threw 50. Both guys landed 8. So they landed 3 punches apiece in the first round. They landed 8 punches apiece in the second round.
No punching, no punching. Break, no punching. Hey, break. Hey, Bernard, when I say stop, I mean stop.
Oh, the referee
okay?
caught him then.
I'm not going to tell you guys twice. Let's go, box.
Hey, Bernard, when I say stop, I mean stop.
You knew Bernard was going to try him to see if he could get away with something.
Bernard just short with a right hand that was intended to end the fight, I think.
Yeah, I think it was, too.
That was a send-us-home punch, but it didn't make enough contact. Of course, Bernard's never been a one-shot knockout guy, Roy.
Nope, an accumulative puncher.
I don't like the way he looks here. I've never seen him move quite this much.
It's almost like he did against Oscar. He was waiting to let the guy wear himself down a little bit, then he'll take his chances. He's not going to take most of the chances until
Stop, no punching, no punching,
little left hook inside by Hopkins.
Step back, here you go. When I say stop, stop. Let's go.
Eastman has a chance to win some rounds here if he'll press the action. Just by throwing punches, he could win the rounds. Because Bernard, for the most part, isn't throwing at all.
Nope.
But, of course, if you throw punches, then you run the risk of opening yourself up.
And that's why Eastman is not throwing punches.
Because Bernard is a devastating counter puncher.
And waiting on him to make one mistake so he can pop into something big.
Yeah, it's
like that.
Good left hook. Jumped in and led with the left hook. It worked so well for Jermaine Taylor earlier. Why not try it? And it's an old Roy Jones play, too. The leaping left hook lead. Now Bernard just staying away again. Maybe content to win the round with that one punch. Again, the big right hand just misses Eastman's chin. Now Eastman chases Hopkins to the ropes and lands a right of his own.
Punch out of there, German. Punch out. Let him go, Howard. Punch out of there. Stop. No punch, no punch, no punch. Here we go. Here we go.
And Hopkins is really punishing Eastman on the inside when the referee thinks that he's just holding. He's going to work.
What's he doing?
He hit him on the cup, he hit him on the thigh with both hands. Whichever hand is on the opposite side of the referee, he's going to work really hard with that hand.
I'm telling you, I think Bernard took one look at the age and experience quotient of the referee and thought to himself, aha.
I got him.
My night.
Hit it behind the head, Howard. Let's go. No, hit it behind the head. Here we go. 10 seconds. Stop at the bell, gentlemen.
I get a note from CompuBox saying that they might begin counting low blows.
Because he's catching the referee on the opposite side and he's beating the guy on the leg.
There you go, he did it again.
That was right in the referee's face.
Looking for a right hand. That's all I'm looking for. Quick right hand. Talking this quick right hand, son. Okay? All right, then go 2 or 3 punches at a time, not one big shot. All right?
I'm going to tell you guys to stop. Do me a favor and stop in there, okay?
Okay, okay. Make sure you move your head, yeah? Over one.
Here you see Hopkins feint and come right over top of the left hand with a straight right lead. Had he extended that punch all the way out, he may have gotten what he wanted out of that punch. Right there, he comes back with a left hook lead, a beautiful left hook lead. Eastman, however, did counter with the left hook, but it was not nearly as effective as Bernard Hopkins' left hook was.
Those highlights are misleading because it looked like action. These rounds don't have action.
And that's why Larry's so quiet.
Well, a lot of these people came to see the legendary Bernard Hopkins going for his 20th victory, and so far they've been disappointed, and I think so have we been.
Harold, how do you have it through 3?
I got to tell you something. I always talk about 4 points that you score on. 4 criteria. If the punches are equal, and clean punching is 99% of it, you got to look for something else. In the first round, Bernard Hopkins was the aggressor, no doubt about it. He wins the first round. But rounds 2 and 3, Howard Eastman just was the aggressor. Round 3, Bernard Hopkins had nothing but run away. 2-1, Howard Eastman.
I have it 1-1 and 1.
Hard right hand lands for Hopkins. He threw that right cross a few times in the last round. This is the first time he's landed it. This one is a glancing blow with the right hand. And Eastman comes back trying to rake Hopkins with a right of his own.
One mistake you see Eastman making is he's not cutting the ring off on Hopkins. He's following Hopkins around.
Yeah.
And because of this, he eventually runs into something like that hook right there.
Good left hook by Bernard Hopkins. One of the better punches in the fight. Eastman seems to want to get back at him with something heavy, having taken that punch. It's a natural instinct. Little by little, moment by moment, you can almost feel Bernard drawing in on the target. Lulling Eastman into a position where he can hit him with something hard. Good left hook inside by Hopkins, backs Eastman away. Eastman shrugging his shoulders as if to say, where are you?
Yeah, Bernard's confusing him with the feints right about now.
Confusing me, too. I don't know what he's doing.
Letting the guy wear himself down, then he'll whoop him.
Does Bernard hear the boos, and does he care?
He does not care at all. He hears every single one of them.
Stop! No punching, no punching. Break! No punching down.
Their heads met for a moment in there.
Watch your heads, both of you. Let's go. Watch your heads.
But no blood. Eastman tries a right hand lead.
No. Break, step back. No hit in the kidneys. Let's go. Box.
Young referee Raul Kais Jr. getting a lot of work. Hard right hand by Eastman.
Punch out. No, stop. Break, step back. Let's go. Here we go. Box. 10 seconds. Stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Well, mostly another phony war
Good
round.
left hook.
Good left hook by Hopkins. After Eastman fired the long right.
And he's following Hopkins still. That's why he got caught with that left hook.
This Tuesday, catch Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel. Among the stories, sprinter Kelly White, who has admitted to using steroids provided by the Bay Area's Balco Lab. Also April 10, it's Real Sports 10th anniversary special. Check out this retrospective of HBO's sports journalism show, which has won 13 Emmy Awards.
Let's keep the head moving and let's stay light on them feet because he's trying to jump in and out with the right hand, all right? Come on. This is your time. Let's go out and take him on. Doing well. Straight left hand to right hand. Come on and move your head and let's stay busy.
Someone once said there's nothing as real as nothing. This is a real fight in those terms.
In round 4 by CompuBox numbers, Hopkins 7 out of 19, Eastman 5 out of 51. However, Harold Letterman sees fit to give the round to Hopkins, and it's now even on his card.
No, stop. There you go. Break. There you go. Push him back. Let's go.
Tall opponents are not as easy to get to as they seem. His height may be giving Bernard a little bit of a problem here.
Earlier, he was short on his counters because of the arm length. He's been able to get to him with the counters, but now Eastman gets to Hopkins with the right hand. Crowd gets excited as Hopkins backs into the ropes.
Well, Eastman taking a really good shot is what the crowd is excited about. When you get him caught with good punches, he's taking them and he continuously comes after Bernard.
So now Eastman finally is beginning to make it a fight, and Bernard Hopkins complains to the referee that he's being held behind the head.
Okay? Here we go. Box.
Good uppercut by Bernard Hopkins.
Punch out of there. Let's go. Get your hands there, Eastman. Stop. Quick. Waiting behind. Let's go.
Body shots by Eastman.
Stop.
Hopkins ties him up.
Let's go. Here we go.
You heard the ref say no punches just then, and Bernard landed a beautiful right uppercut right after he said no punches. And the ref never said a word to him because he didn't see the punch.
And because he's Bernard Hopkins.
Both fighters throwing one punch at a time.
Yeah, but Eastman may be wearing down now. Bernard is not going to wear down.
Well, Eastman's had a lot of fights. I don't see any sign that he's wearing down. I don't know if he's getting frustrated fighting a champion who is moving as much as Hopkins.
But when I say wearing down, I mean his punches don't seem to have the same fight on them as they had earlier.
Stop. No punching. Here we go. Break. Step back clean. Let's go. Here we go.
Which may be fine. I don't think he had any chance to knock Hopkins out anyway. It's the kind of a fight in which he ought to just try to make contact. There's not much scoring going on.
Yeah, but he knows making contact means he's going to get tired.
Both guys land counter shots. Both guys think they have the other man wobbled.
Stop. Break. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Go on the rope. Go on the rope.
Hopkins is fine as he comes off the ropes. Eastman hits him with another big jab.
Actually, I think Eastman got the worst of that jab exchange.
As Hopkins got him with the left hand at the same time. Left hook by Hopkins. And a big left hook. Eastman retaliates, but Hopkins' second left hook was one of the better punches of the fight.
Here we go. Time.
Crowd's very anxious to cheer, so they do so.
Bring it down. Bring it down, baby. Bring it down. You in charge of this. Bad motherfucker.
Look closer to him.
Red Rock, baby.
Put a little pop on my jab, man. Put a little pop on my jab and go right off the jab. Nothing big. Just quick. All right, son?
Yeah, when you're up close.
Deep breathe, Alan. Come on, deep breathe. Is it you with his best shot? Is it you with his best shot now? That's all he's got.
Watch your hand. Don't let him hit you with that silly left hook. You block them all day long in the gym and return your hook and then go with the right hand, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Rambo, it's wet. Yeah.
You see Bernard feinting with the left hand down, and boom, he landed a big left hook. He got caught back with one in, but he came right back behind it, and this time he landed the left hook and he didn't get caught back.
Yeah. That was the hot punch. I was beginning to wonder if we were ever going to see a guy land in double figures by CompuBox count, and in that round, they each landed 11 punches. Hopkins 11 out of 23, Eastman 11 out of 44. Bernard just isn't throwing very many punches.
No, he's one of the most economical fighters you'll ever see. He's not going to waste a lot of punches. He's not going to tire himself out. He's going to be economical with his shots so that at the end of the fight, he'll be the stronger fighter.
When he watches a fighter like Juan Diaz or someone else who throws 100 punches around, he must think those guys are crazy. Just different, I guess.
Just different. That's what makes Juan Diaz.
That's right.
This is what has made Bernard Hopkins.
Yep. Styles make fights. Styles make fighters, too.
And had he not fought this way in the past, he wouldn't be making his 20th defense now.
Well, certainly, he's never been in a war. I mean, outside of the contact he took from you 12 years ago, he's scarcely been hit.
Smartly not been hit.
Good left hook by Hopkins and a right hand behind it. Carefully chosen, well thrown.
Now he's starting to warm up.
Hopkins beginning to step up inside and get at Eastman. As Roy pointed out, Eastman's punches have lost some snap. Hopkins can take a couple more chances.
And Hopkins is starting to warm up a little bit now. Good feint.
Good uppercut by Hopkins. Eastman trying to do some work with the left hand inside. Hopkins holding his right hand.
Stop, no punching, no punching. Break, step back. Let's go. Here we go. Let it go. Let it go.
Hopkins is patiently waiting for Eastman to come to him.
There's
so
a
that
welt
he can
outside
counter him.
Eastman's right eye.
That should be from the left hook. He just ate two beautiful ones at the end of the last round. There's the feint that's giving him open for the left hook right there.
As the rounds go on, Hopkins' opponents begin to feel the fight getting shorter. Generally, they begin to try to take some risks to get at him, and that's when Bernard is able to step up his game, particularly with that withering right hand counter punch. But tonight it's been the left hook that's doing the damage.
And partly because of where Eastman is holding his hand. See where he has his right hand in front of his chin?
Yep.
There's no way he's going to block the left hook when he doesn't see it, because his right hand is in front of his face.
And Bernard pops him once again with a perfect left hook, executing the principle.
He blocked that one.
10 seconds. Stop at the bell, gentlemen.
I don't think so. You think it was blocked?
He blocked that one.
Take your word for it.
Hopkins beginning to impose himself.
That was the first round in which you really began to see the skill of a superstar champion.
Don't follow the man, okay? Don't follow the man, all right?
Sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back.
Don't follow the man,
Sit back,
okay?
sit back,
Don't
sit
follow
back.
him around.
Sit back.
Work your left hand, put across him and
Sit
put
back
that
and deep breathe.
1-2 hook on
Open
him.
your eyes. Sit back
Yeah?
and deep breathe, Howard. Move.
Smart. Nice and smart.
Ray Robinson, boy.
Yes, sir.
Number 20, baby.
Yes, sir.
He see Hopkins with the 1-2 all night long. The jab and the right hand been coming right behind the jab, and it's been working for him. Beautiful 1-2 combination, right on the chin, and I think that shot buckled Eastman just a little bit. Here they traded jabs. Bernard hit him with a beautiful left jab when he came in. First, Bernard took a light jab, and he landed a short, strong jab.
Hopkins landing 12 out of 24 punches in the 6th round, 9 of them power shots. Eastman 6 out of 57 throughout the fight. Eastman is landing about 12% of his punches. That has to be frustrating.
Yeah, and he's in that deep water now where his punches have gotten a little shorter. They're not as hard as they were. He don't have enough to really keep Hopkins off of him right now.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. You know, for 5 rounds, I tell you, I wasn't watching a hell of a lot. Howard Eastman won rounds 2 and 3 when Bernard didn't do a darn thing. And then the 5th round, Bernard ran away. But in the 6th round, Bernard Hopkins took over this fight. It was like watching a different fight. Big 6th round for Hopkins. I got a 3-3, 57-57. But momentum is with Bernard Hopkins right now.
Although Eastman just landed a right hand, now Hopkins pops Eastman with a left hook.
There you go. Watch your feet, watch your feet. Stop! Break! Step back, here you go. You guys all wrapped up, let's go, come on.
Eastman is going to have to take some chances to make something happen.
Punch out of there, let's go, punch out of there, let's try it out, let's go, there you go.
And usually, that's the trouble.
Stop, no punching, no punching.
Landed a couple good punches then, but he's so close that Bernard is smothering his arms, so the punches are not having no effect on Bernard.
No, no punching, no punching. Stop. Great, let him go, let's go. Let him go, let him go. Pop the chain. Stop. Right, step back, here you go.
There's been no mention of low blows, no warning, nothing from the referee. Good right hand shot by Hopkins, and he comes back with a combination as Eastman hung there for a moment as a target. Straight right hand for Hopkins.
He's finally measured him with that right hand that his corner has been telling him to look for all fight long.
This is what you call taking him to school right now. He's got him figured out. He's figured out the range. He's warmed up. Now everything is working for him.
Let's go. Punch out of there. Get your arms out of there. Let's go. Punch out of there. Stop. No punching. No punching. Break. Step back. Here we go. Hit the body. Hit the body up. Hit the body up. Stop. Stop. No punching. Here we go. Hands are free, punch out of there, let's go, hands are free, Howard, punch out of there. Stop, stop, no punch, no punch, no punch, there you go, quick, watch your hand, let's go. 10 seconds, stop.
In case you've just joined us, you're watching Bernard Hopkins finishing up the 7th round of what has been a relatively dull title defense against Howard Eastman so far. Earlier this evening, Jermaine Taylor on the undercard scored a spectacular 3rd round technical knockout of his opponent, Daniel Edouard.
Water for the head.
Water for the head.
Listen. Wait on, Robert, don't put it in his head yet. Let's get this sorted out.
Have a rinse.
All right, let's not have any water on it.
Deep breathing,
Let's get this adrenaline.
Listen, that's all this man's got is about a minute of work every round,
And then he's
okay?
running.
And then he's running and trying to stay out of the way. Don't follow him, cut across him with a straight shot. And when you're up close now, let's let them hands go. We ain't got no time.
Yes, close.
Good body
That's
shot.
why I want you
Good
to
body
pick it up
shot.
with
You
the
ain't
jab,
pro.
son.
But you know what they say. We used to excellence, baby. So you know how they want you to finish.
Pick it up with the jab, son. All right?
Let him run into the jab, dig that body, X Factor, walk him back.
Okay? Punch his combination, son. Okay?
Dig that
Come on,
body,
get
X.
it. Get him out of there. Come on, get him out of there.
Let's go, seconds up.
Eastman's trainer is a Robert McCracken, a fighter he once beat. And I think you heard him say exactly what
No, back up.
Hopkins generally does. He fights about a minute in the round, and the rest of the time he holds, he moves.
No punching, no punching.
He doesn't let you fight when you want to fight. It's up to the opponent to make Hopkins fight more than he wants to.
It's that ring generalship that Hal be talking about.
Presumably that's something that Taylor can do. Make him fight more than he wants to, Roy.
No, here we go. Let him
We
go,
hope
let him
so.
go. Back up, let's go.
Straight left hand into the face of Eastman. Well, Bernard's timing is perfect when he's picking his shots.
That jab was working perfect for him. Anytime he's working off the jab, now he's looking terrific. Just like he did right then.
Takes a soft right hand, returns a hard right hand, hits Eastman with his best right cross, drives him into the ropes. Eastman working to the body. Hopkins coming right back to the body.
Great, step back three. Here we go. There you go. Touch.
Anytime Bernard works off of that jab, there's nothing Eastman can do with it. Eastman trying to land one shot, and Bernard's not letting him sit still enough to plant that one shot. That's why he's having a problem.
Two little left hooks inside for Eastman, and a third left hook lands for Eastman. Hopkins smiles and shakes his head as if to say, "You didn't hurt me," and Eastman hits him with the best right hand he's landed all night.
That was a good right hand.
Very good flurry by Eastman, his best of the fight.
Absolutely. That right hand may have damaged Bernard.
And he walks right back into a jab.
No punching, no punching. Break. Here we go.
Eastman used his jab more, it'd be much more effective for him.
Stop, no punching, no punching.
Just short with another attempt at big right hand. Hopkins got in a right to the body. Now Hopkins' right cross lands on Eastman's chin, and he fires in a little left as well.
Stop, no punching, no punching. Break. There we go, there we go. 10 seconds, stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Left hook lead for Hopkins. Drives Eastman back into the ropes. Lands the left hook again, does Bernard. And to the body. And flurries after the bell, forcing the young referee into action.
Uniforms, settle down,
Hopkins felt he had the advantage and he was just going to keep going as long as he wanted to until the referee stopped.
Yeah, and the referee's hollering at the other guy.
Hey, ref, keep staying on the back of the hand. Come on, son. Deep breath, baby. Deep breath. Nice and compressed. You're a fucking dog, baby. You walk up, y'all.
Come on now, Ed. 4 more rounds, Owen. Throw them shots and aim that hook at the chest and you won't go wide, all right? Keep your head moving and back him up behind the
Here's
jab.
what you can tell Bernard feels like he has Eastman. Right there you heard the bell ring, but he don't want to stop because he's on top and he feels like he's taking control now, so he's showing Eastman, hey, I'll stop when I get ready.
That's right.
Just like he started when he got ready.
Hey, come here, wipe his
And
face.
if you ask
Wipe his
Bernard
face.
later,
Wipe
did
his
you
face.
take advantage of a younger, less experienced referee? He'd say, who, me? Why would I do something like that?
Box.
Bernard Hopkins calls himself the executioner, but he usually favors a slow death for his
Stop, no punching. Break,
opponents.
step back clean. Here you go.
Not the guillotine, not the axe.
Just delayed reaction, lethal injection, huh?
Yeah.
It's clinical, usually.
Stop, no punching. Break, step back clean. Here we go.
The bad thing for Eastman is that being that you're the longer arm guy, you must use your jab. He stopped using his jab. And that's kind of what took him out of the fight because Bernard started using his jab instead, like that.
Stop punching. Stop. Break, step back. Here you go. No punching.
Sometimes it appears Eastman is a long-armed guy who prefers fighting inside.
That's what it appears.
It's not easy to do.
No, it's not, especially against Bernard Hopkins.
Big left hook for Hopkins after Eastman chased Hopkins trying to follow up on a right hand. Huge left hook for Hopkins there. Eastman takes it very well. Looks for a chance to land another right.
Stop, no punching, no
He's
punching.
smothering
Break,
his
step
own
back
punches.
clean. Let's go.
He's getting entirely too close trying to follow Bernard Hopkins, and he constantly is running into a big left hook.
Against William Joppy in the latter part of the fight, Eastman landed a lot of uppercuts. I guess you can't land an uppercut on Hopkins. He's too smart.
Well, he's getting caught with a hook too much. The left hook is making him keep that uppercut at home.
Gotcha.
I would like to see him stand and deliver, not just move and jump in with one
Break,
punch.
step back clean. Here we go.
He can't have it though because Bernard won't let him sit still and plant that one punch. So he's never sure when Bernard's going to beat up for that one. Like that.
Right hand lead by Hopkins. Now Eastman gets a chance to crack him with the right hand in close. But, as Roy Jones points out, short range, arm not fully extended, not maximum power.
Nope.
Hopkins sticks a little left hand and then moves.
And because of the movement, Eastman is used off balance when he's punching now.
Hard right hand by Hopkins. crowd. That was a great shot.
10 seconds. Stop the bell, gentlemen. 10 seconds.
Caught Eastman following him again.
Stop the bell.
Misses with the right, but Hopkins gets in a little left hook. The last successful punch of the round. March 19, HBO pay-per-view brings you an all-action 130-pound matchup pitting Eric Morales against big punching Manny Pacquiao. March 19, HBO pay-per-view.
All right? Make sure you jab your way in, throw the right hand on the hook, and then go again with the right hand on the hook.
Nobody has a stick like yours. Jab, son. No more jab. No more jab. Don't worry about big. Any 2 or 3 punches. Got towel? I got it. Any 2 or 3 punches will do it, baby.
Off that stick, X. If they trying to counter it, your feint is too good.
He see Eastman following Hopkins around with the jab to the body, and Hopkins let him get right too close and came right over the top of that jab with a straight right lead. A bad swap for Eastman.
In round 9, by ContiBox count, Hopkins 17 out of 33. He's probably landed more than half his punches in the fight. Eastman 7 out of 15 for only 14%. Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Hopkins in round 6, 7, 8, and 9. Bernard Hopkins really got into a rhythm. You know, he lets Howard Eastman move in behind that light jab, and then he just nails him with a solid right hand. No question, Bernard Hopkins did more damage in round 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 6 rounds to 3, 87, 84, Bernard Hopkins.
I have it 5 rounds to 2 and 2 even for Hopkins.
Oh, my goodness.
What a left hook. He's so quick on the release.
Stop, no punch, no punch, no punch. Here you go, break, step back. Let go, let go, here you go, let go.
And Eastman continues to wear that right hand right down in front of his chin, where it's doing him no good at, and that's why he's getting caught with the left hook.
Hopkins again lands the right and the left. Eastman looks at him as if to say, you're a mystery to me, dude.
I see that, let's go.
He's a clock with no hands. Ageless.
And the thudding right hand by Hopkins.
Stop, no punching, no punching, no punching.
Boy, there's a lot of excitement about Morales and Pacquiao on March 19. Do you favor the bigger Morales or the faster Pacquiao?
Well, it all depends because Morales, I think, can box him and do damage, but if he fights the same fight he fought Barrera last time, he may have a problem on his hand.
Because if you slug with Manny Pacquiao,
give him a chance, and that's what he loves to do. He doesn't know reverse, he only knows fast forward.
Jab, jab, left cross. Jab, jab, left cross.
And 2,000 more behind it.
Stop, no punching, here you go, step back.
Bernard misses with the fast left hook and then just sticks him out and says, well, I can hit you.
Anytime he gets ready.
Jabs, misses short with the right hand, takes an uppercut. Eastman finally gets in the uppercut as Hopkins was rambunctiously coming forward.
Hopkins hasn't been knocked down in more than a decade, and he has never suffered a cut. I raise that now because obviously something dramatic is going to have to happen, and the likelihood of it seems small for Eastman to pull something off.
No, I don't think he's going to be able to pull nothing off here.
Chopping right hand to punctuate another round in which Bernard Hopkins more or less dominated Howard Eastman.
You guys hanging around a little too long, son. Hanging around a little too long. Try to put something together.
Baby, that jab is controlled.
Try to put something together, son. Any 2s and 3s, okay, baby? Doesn't be big. He's there for you.
Nobody does this like you.
Oh, look now.
All right, okay?
Yeah.
Couple of rounds, let's work your socks off. We'll get this guy out of there. We'll get this guy out of there, okay? 2 rounds, we'll get this guy out of there, okay? Okay.
He see Bernard letting Eastman follow him around, and bam, there goes the left hook he's been hitting him with all night long. Maybe tomorrow somebody will tell him that you got caught with that same left hook over and over and over again. That's why you're not champion today. And when he does get ready for the left hook, Bernard bounces, feints a little like that, and sneaks the right hand over the top.
Round 11 begins.
No punching, gentlemen. Let's go. No, don't do that. Let's go. Keep it clean. Keep it clean, gentlemen. Let's go.
Jabs through the 10th round. Eastman has thrown 225 of them, only 83 for Hopkins, but Hopkins has landed more. That's how ineffective Eastman has been with his jab all night long. That's why he only occasionally lands a power punch.
Yeah, but he's always open to the left hook because of where he keeps his right hand at. And every time he comes in, Bernard just back hooking just like
Perfect
that.
left hook right on the jaw.
Just like that all night long.
Now, Jermaine Taylor does set up power shots with his jab. Do you see anything? And this comes from a viewer, Roy, directly off the web from a viewer. Do you see anything in Hopkins here that Jermaine might be able to take advantage of?
No, nothing at all.
Great answer. Probably not the one our viewer was looking for. Crowd oohs and ahs as Hopkins lands these carefully selected left hooks and right crooks.
Yeah, you know what he's so good at is identifying exactly where the opponent will show a weakness and then continually exploiting it.
He takes his time, waits for his opponent to wear himself down a little bit to get out of that danger zone. Then he goes to work on the weakness. Right now he knows he's got open for a left hook all night, so he just continuously throws the left hook when this guy comes at him. The only good thing about Jermaine Taylor is that Jermaine Taylor is much more balanced than Eastman. Therefore, he will be able to land more punches than what Eastman is landing on Hopkins.
Stronger, too.
Yeah, he is stronger, but strong doesn't mean nothing if you can't put it on the target.
Hopkins in a southpaw stance now. Crowd booing as Hopkins edges away from Eastman. Surely, those who have sat through the whole fight in the crowd now understand that they're probably looking at a 12-round Bernard Hopkins decision, which is the norm.
I wouldn't count out the fact of maybe him stopping Eastman now. Because he's landing some pretty clean punches.
I wouldn't count it out. It's possible. The point is that Bernard won't take even the slightest risk to accomplish it.
Oh yeah, he would. At this point, he would. He's already
because he can get away with anything.
He's got the rhythm down pat now. He knows what Eastman's punches feel like. He knows when to take that gamble now and when not to.
Eastman lands a left hand in there. Hopkins, mildly insulted, steps back trying to land something of his own. And sticks a left in Eastman's face. As round 11 comes to a close, we got 3 minutes left in the fight. And after those 3 minutes, in all likelihood, Bernard Hopkins will have his 20th successful title defense. XX for the execution.
XX and on to the next.
Good job so far.
Walk this way.
Hold it up for me, baby.
Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Deep breath, slow. Come on, baby. Slow. That's how you.
Let the man go behind the jab, all right?
Don't wait for him.
One sec, let me reach him. Don't wait for him. Come on, son. Come on. This is what you're here for, this title. Let's go out and take it. Come on. Let's take this guy out on this round. Double jab.
All right. All you want to do is run forward. Put a good stick in that chest, man. And do what the X Factor do.
People who haven't seen Hopkins before may be wondering, well, why is he so great? He doesn't have the kind of sensational style we sometimes equate with greatness. But just think of him more like a Don Sutton, who won about 15 or 16 games a year for over 20 years and got into the Hall of Fame, rather than a Bob Gibson or a Sandy Koufax, who had great years.
And I'll tell you, just call him a pure professional.
Get out this head, let's go.
Skill to fighting, professionalism to fighting.
And there's a lot to be said for longevity when it's conducted on this high level.
Yep.
Well, and frankly, if you eliminate the crowd-pleasing element, it becomes easier to win all your fights if you're that good. And he's eliminated the crowd-pleasing element.
Well, you know, but you're a champion. Every fighter that comes to fight you presumably is going to be 105 or 110%. You've got to be ready every single time, and he is.
Oh, what a great left hook. Bernard Hopkins in the last 4 or 5 rounds has thrown some of the best left hooks and right crosses we've seen in the last few years, and that's the professionalism that Roy Jones is talking about.
Yep.
Stop! No. Don't hold his head down and hit. Let's go, break. There we go.
The knockout of De La Hoya came against a smaller man fighting out of his weight class at 160. Eastman's a legitimate middleweight. Hopkins has taken his time in the fight, waited for Eastman to string himself out just a little bit, began to hammer him with power shots, particularly as counterpunches in the middle rounds, and then in the late rounds has done just about whatever he wanted to do.
Watch your heads, let's go. Watch your heads, both of you. Stop, no punching. Break, step back, here we go.
1 minute to go.
Eastman has made an effort. He's given his best. Just doesn't appear to be good enough
Step back, here we go. Step back, let's go.
against a great old pro.
But he did try hard. He gave it an honest effort. He wasn't afraid. He came in and gave the fans what they paid to see tonight. And you got to take your head off to him for that. Just outclassed.
As have been so many other opponents over the years. Hopkins seemingly on the way to his 46th victory in 49 fights. He lost his first fight. Roy pointed out to me that it was in the cruiserweight division, when as a totally inexperienced fledgling professional fighter, he was matched against a guy he couldn't handle. Fighter's name was Clinton Mitchell. Then in 1993, he lost a showdown with Roy Jones in Washington, D.C. And that is the last time Bernard Hopkins lost a fight. And I don't think it happened tonight either. Harold, what's your opinion? Final scorecard.
Jim, 117, 111, Bernard Hopkins. Jim, he won everything from the 6th round on. I mean, he won 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 by letting Howard Eastman come to him and just whack him with either a solid right hand or a great left hook, just as Roy Jones Jr. has been telling us all night. Bernard Hopkins fought a beautiful fight. The one thing I got to say about Howard Eastman is he's got a great jaw, but that doesn't win fights.
He's 40 years old and continues to be a marvel. No signs of deterioration, at least not tonight. So, Roy, you fought him once. The two of you dickered over and over to try to put together a second fight and never could make a deal that both of you liked.
Right.
But you're friends with Bernard Hopkins, aren't you?
Most definitely. Have the utmost respect, taught him a lot about the game. He learned a lot from me, even though I was the younger of the two. He still learned a lot about the way I did business, which is why he was able to maintain, hold on for so long, and finally get his just due. And believe it or not, back when I fought Richard Hall, I told him the way for him to go was to go to the Oscar De La Hoyas and the Felix Trinidads because they could not beat him. He took my word, and look where he is today.
Tremendous. Bernard Hopkins. Let's go to Michael Buffer to see if Hopkins has won for the 46th time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Staples Center, Los Angeles, we go to the scorecards. Lou Filippo scores the contest, 119, 110. Daniel Vandervelde, 117, 111. Ken Morita, 116, 112. All to the winner by unanimous decision. And still undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins.